They lead by 1.5 games. Brooklyn has looked awful to me. I don't really trust them to come back anymore. Toronto, congratulations. You are actually going to win a division. Central. No question. Indiana. Southeast? No question. Miami. So the Eastern Conference, we have our 3 division winners, Toronto, Indiana, and Miami. What team doesn't fit in there? Probably Toronto. We go to the Western Conference now, Oklahoma City and Portland. Well, this game today has definitely made me think, and you know what? I have decided the Thunder are this division champion, bar none. No team stands in their way. I even think they're the best team in the West. Pacific, it's tight. Phoenix closing in on the Clippers, and as great as I think they are, also Golden State as well, they're within a game. But the Clippers will walk away division champions. It will be close. It will be difficult, but I think this is their division to lose. And in the Southwest, it is 24-7 as a record for San Antonio. Despite how well Houston has played, I'm going to go with San Antonio holding it out, and I think they're going to come away with the division crown. So you have it there. Thunder, Clippers, and Spurs division champions. So we're going to look at some of the next upcoming games, looking for any good ones. This schedule is not great, but we do have the Heat Warriors on Thursday, which will be exciting. Nets Thunder, we thought that would be exciting. Now it just looks kind of like a dud of a game. But Warriors, Thunder, or Heat, nonetheless, exciting game. Definitely tune into that. We look at some of the other games. Warriors, Hawks should be good. And Clippers, Mavericks will be exciting as well. Then we go to Saturday. Heat, Magic, but not a great game, but it is the Florida Showdown. Bulls, Hawks should be good. And the marquee matchup of the night, the Clippers and the Spurs. And then, for all those people in school right now, before you go back to school, Sunday. Well, unfortunately, not great game planned. The Heat and the Thunder will be in action, but the Heat play the Raptors, Thunder play the Celtics. Not an exciting last day, to say the least. So with that, we move on to the NHL. Currently, it'll be a great day tomorrow. It is the Winter Classic, Red Wings versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. Right now, in the games Islanders up on the Bruins 4-3. Hurricanes and Canadiens tied at 3. Winnipeg Jets up on the Sabres, trying to win their 19th game 2-0. The Stars tied 1-1 with the Kings. The Kings, one of the best teams in the NHL right now. The Avalanche, surprising year so far, they're tied 1-1 with the reeling Blue Jackets. The Sharks and Ducks, this is a big matchup. Sharks and Ducks tied 1-1. Flames, they're trailing the Flyers 1-0, and the Oilers are tied with the Coyotes. In games earlier today, the Penguins were upset by the Devils 2-1. Rangers winning a shootout 2-1 over the Panthers, and the Blues defeat the Wild 2-1. So, standings right now in the NHL. Right now, Boston leads the Eastern Conference the Atlantic of the Eastern Conference. That's 2 times in a row, so they've lead the Eastern Conference. For the record, Pittsburgh leads the Eastern Conference, but Boston, they are above Tampa Bay. They have 54. Tampa Bay has 50. Montreal at 49. Detroit and Toronto at 45. So they are equal going into tomorrow. That'll be the tiebreaker there. Ottawa then with 41. Florida with 36. Buffalo with 26. Pittsburgh at 59. Washington at 45. Philadelphia 42. New Jersey 42, Rangers at 42, lots of 42s, Columbus 38, Carolina 37, and New York Islanders 31 in the Metropolitan. In the Central, my Chicago Blackhawks up 63, and then 59 for St. Louis, followed by Colorado, Dallas, Minnesota, Winnipeg, and in last place with 40 points, Nashville. Anaheim at 61, they are on fire as well. Them and Chicago really battling it out for the best team in the NHL right now. Anaheim, well, they have played great, but San Jose is on their tail. 56 points. If they can win today, they will cut that lead even more. Los Angeles and Vancouver 54 and 53, so they are in the hunt as well. Phoenix at 47, a little bit back. And then we have Calgary and Edmonton, really out of it. So, stats right now in the NHL. Sidney Crosby still leads it with 58 points, followed by Patrick Kane and Ryan Getzlaf with 44. Backstrom tied with him at 44, and Carl's favorite team, the Sharks, Joe Thornton's in there at 43. Alex Ovechkin has the most goals with 30 goals. Alexander Steen at 24. Patrick Kane of the Blackhawks at 23. Sidney Crosby at 22. And Corey Perry also at 22. Josh Harding leads all goalies with 1.64 goals allowed average, followed by Ben Scrivens of the LA Kings, Ben Bishop of Tampa Bay, Tuukka Rask, always amazing, of Boston, and Brian Elliott of St. Louis. So, with that, we conclude the NHL, and we conclude our serious part of the show. It was a great week in sports, and with that, we are going to move on to our best segment, our trademark segment, that is Say What. And when we move on to Say What, we always have our trademark entry. Here we are.
So, did you break up with Lauren?
No, I didn't. As a matter of fact, she's coming over for dinner tonight. Say what?
Yes, that is right. It is time for Say What, and we go to our number one site, probably, and that is Sports Pickles, or SportsPickle.com, starting with the NFL.com on its headlines, and it says, one NFC East team had to make the playoffs. One NFC North team had to make it too. Sorry, it's the rules. Video, Supercut, the best season-ending Dallas INTs of the 2000s. And Garrett keeps historic 8-8 streak alive. Keep getting that 8-8. Well, the playoff schedule. In Sunday's late game, the 12-4 49ers will go on the road to play the 8-7-1 Packers because whatevs, right? Whatevs, right? And if you need to get some stuff done this weekend, the Bengals and the Chargers play Sunday at 1 p.m. Don't care. Peyton makes history. Eyes all-time playoff losses mark now. Texans clinch the number one overall pick. Schaub, I'm great at picks. That's a great one. Players give good Week 17 effort despite zero fantasy implications. Refs ruin the Steelers' season. Also losses to awful Raiders Vikes. Flacco, it's hard to be disappointed in light of my $120 million. See, that's why you don't pay a quarterback $120. Browns fire Chad Zinski, or whatever the hell his name was. Wow, that's a great Chad Zinski. Rex Ryan stuck coaching Jets another year. Says, please help me. And check here for updates on bad teams firing bad coaches. I did moderate that one. Highlight of playoff-bound San Diego slipping by CFL team. Here's a theory. Maybe the Bears thought Cobb was still on the injured reserve. And Week 17, we just now remembered that the Rams exist. So, a little tough on the Rams, but funny nonetheless. And we don't have any more from Sports Pickle. So, with that, we go to Oddball on metro.co.uk. Always a good site to look on as well. And not great, but Balotelli had a headline artwork in not sure where, but he put it on his Twitter. It was pretty cool, to say the least. It was pretty cool to me. And ex-Chelsea star Didier Drogba was interviewing Tweety Pie. Why? I'm not sure, and I really don't want to find out. And for our last website to look at, we are going to Deadspin.com. Aaron Rodgers, he came out saying, you know what, I'm not gay. I really, really like women. He really, really, really likes women. That's what he had to say. And not much else besides that, and unfortunately, shorter show, but, that's it for us here. That's it for me, and it has been a great show. I've really enjoyed it. It has been a great year, a great start to this year. I've really enjoyed broadcasting for all of you guys, for all my fans, for everybody. Terrific year. Hopefully Blake is on next week. I know he feels the same way. So for me, Noah Taborna, and for Blake, even though he is not here, this is Blake and Noah, LA Chicago New Year's edition. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you on the flip side.
Remix! Oh. 1, 2, 1, 2. This the I'm a Boss remix! Woo! Oh. Meek Millie! Let's go!
I'm ride or dies, I'm riding by Hollow West Side, right inside of my Beamer 760i. Try me let off 60 shots again. We got the city hiding, popping like it's supposed to be. Do not menage and got no business standing close to me. So cold up ferocious G. Things ain't a dope in me. Mind your business, watch your mouth when you approaching me. Socially, I like them